Mike, so we are here 2026. What you got planned? Welcome to the Bridge Podcast
Happening.
at We Are Here TV. My name is Joey Trece, and I'm, of course, with
Mikey Nieves.
the Mikey Nieves.
Stop it.
Uh,
We're not gonna do that anymore, guys. Yeah, we are.
yeah, we are. Like, come on. It's our
He's not
shtick.
gonna let it go.
No shot. No shot. I mean, you was on my phone as the Mikey Nieves for I don't know how long.
You still are the Joey on mine, so
Really?
you still are.
I feel honored that I'm the Joey
Yeah.
Trece. Like, that's cool. So last episode, we was talking about me a little bit, right?
Phenomenal episode. Go back, watch it, listen.
Definitely
to it.
watch it, share it, and if you got any input, hit me up, man. I'm willing to take some constructive criticism.
Couple life updates.
Yeah. And we left off with the living room, right? And everything that God did there, and what He's gonna do, right? But and I know it's two different things, right? Because we are here is what you and Lisi got going on, and the living room, and then my wife and I going on, but. For some reason, those two things kind of intertwined a little bit, right?
Ridiculously.
Because it's just what God gave you separately, and then how God unfolded what He unfolded here at the living room. Talk to me about We Are Here 2026. What did God give you, man?
Bro, I'm gonna go back real quick on We Are Here.
25,
Bro, I don't
just
even
period.
know. Just We Are Here, bro. We started. This is gonna be our fourth one that we do. It's been crazy, bro.
Right.
Been a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Crazy ride. So the same thing. Last episode, we were talking about why we hadn't done an episode in almost 6 months when we really look back.
Yeah,
It might have been 6 months.
it might have been more because
It was before We Are
I
Here.
wasn't even in KOG yet.
Actually, yeah, it's like 7 months. So
That's wild.
we failed. Sorry, guys. Not that you guys probably care. All right. Dude, Aaron would love that. So
Yes.
last year was one of the craziest years, not only for you guys, but for us as well.
Right.
I'd say in everything,
Mhm.
in everything, bro.
Right.
Business, ministry, and
Life.
it was life. So many transitions last year.
Mhm.
And last episode, you're talking about your transitions. My wife and I didn't transition so much from houses or anything like that,
Right.
but our life just changed. Right, we had Caden. It was a third baby. I didn't realize how much a third baby switches everything. Right, like Aaron was born, which is our second baby. It
Right.
was like, okay, in addition,
Aw.
we're good. A
Right.
third baby
No.
completely offset the balance.
Yeah.
So anyways, bro, long story short, business changed a little bit. We downsized.
Mhm.
I went back to barbering, and I'm doing both pools and barbering now.
Shout out if you're in the Claremont area and you need a barber.
Caveman Barbershop, baby.
You already know, Mike, you got a suite in there.
Yeah. All right. So, no, for real, go hit me up.
Give him a side profile so they can see the shape of it. So you can see. There it is. That's
I
it.
did it to myself, by
See
the way.
that?
That's why the back's not done, but we're not gonna show you that.
You can't see the back, bro.
Listen, pa, that's like them anchors that be sitting in their underwear, but they got a suit on. That's kind of like my haircut right
Good night.
now. So, listen.
For those that work at home, right? You got the shirt to tie up, but you still
to
got
be on
pajama
the-
pants on. Yeah. To be on that
to
Zoom
be
call.
on the Zoom call,
Right.
That's it. So much change, bro. And in that, because of We Are Here 2025,
Right.
so many words that were spoken, but everything just added up. Everything.
Right, because from We Are Here 2025, you guys went to
So
Wild Ones.
before We Are Here, we went to Wild Ones.
Right.
Let's talk about this real quick, bro. Let's build here.
Come on.
I was very turned off to prophecies
Right.
because of things that I've been through, things that I've heard. But in this season of life, bro, I learned that we can't throw the baby out with bathwater.
Right.
Right. So we can't throw out prophecy because there are some people who manipulate it or do wrong.
Right.
God still speaks.
Yes.
Right. So we go to this Wild Ones conference in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Right. Shout
And-
out to Bishop Kevin Wallace.
Listen, we love you, bro.
We love you. We love you, Bishop.
So
I love you, man.
You hang out with us one day.
We could bring him.
Be pretty cool. Wild Ones. So I go to Wild Ones with the youth and my wife, and we go up there. As we're driving, I get this crazy feeling that I need to open up to receive again from people speaking into my life.
Okay.
It was so bad that the Lord knew me so well
Mhm.
that a lady came here to the church that God uses in prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at me and says, I have a word for you, but the Lord told me you're not going to receive it, so I'm not even going to bother you.
Good night. Pause. So when she says that to you, how does that make you feel? Like knowing God has a word for you, but he can't give it to you because you won't receive it because of the mouthpiece is going to come from.
I know everybody's expecting a really deep answer.
Profound.
Yeah. I was actually happy.
Good night.
I was that turned off to prophecy. I was that like dull to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, good, don't tell me. I wish I could be like, oh man, I felt conviction and I felt all this stuff. Like, no, bro. I
appreciate you.
Bro, you know, like,
what's the next part of this service?
Literally, like it was at the end of the service and we just said, okay, bye, cool. And Lisi asked me the same thing in the car. She's like, babe, like that didn't make you feel. I was like, nope, I'm good. I don't want anybody. Like God speaks to me. I'm good. And it's true. God speaks to me.
Right.
God, he's shown me stuff. But anyways, I said, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna open myself up. Like,
he said, I'm good.
Yeah, like mad prideful, bro. Like, let's be honest. There's certain things that where our what we like to call trauma, sometimes not trauma, it's pride.
Right.
But let's another episode.
You're chopping little nuggets.
We go there, and I say, God, I'm open to you speaking to me. If there is somebody, I'm in a totally different state. I've only been here for a different conference. This is a youth conference. This ain't even for me.
Right,
I'm just
chaperone.
We put it together so we could take our young adults. We didn't even take youth because we didn't want a whole bunch of chaperones.
Right.
We took young adults. It was like 13 of us. We drive up, bro. We go to a youth pastor's breakfast, and I'm like, all right, cool. Kind of network, you know what I mean? The corporate side of stuff.
Hey,
get to know people.
I'm Mikey Nieves. Who are you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bro, this big dude.
You can't really say big dude when you're a big dude.
Bigger than me.
Golly.
I'm 6'3", fam. And he was taller than me and he was bigger than me. His hand was like this, bro.
¿Qué clase de bofeta?
Bro. So he looks at me.
Pause. What if he had a prophetic word? Would you take it from him?
He had a prophetic word.
Shut up. I would have gave it to you with a bofeta because
it was so crazy because my whole life I've always seen people like very non-intimidating.
Yeah.
No, this dude was intimidating, bro. And has a prophetic word. So you better listen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now you might get choked.
I think the Lord, that's why he did it. He was like, I'm going to pick the scariest dude in the room
Good
to
night.
come and speak to you so you don't try to get smart with him. Because I'll be all right. I'll throw hands. I wasn't throwing hands with that guy.
I'm telling you right now, I would have played the Big Show theme song if he would have just
without the cracks.
Yes.
So he speaks into my life, speaks into Lisi's life, bro. Specifics.
Mm-hmm.
In Chattanooga, Tennessee, don't even remember this guy's name. Specifics, bro. We go into the next session. A dude from Ohio describes this building. Not trying to bore everybody with specifics, but just to that level, right?
You ain't never seen a building, but you could describe a building.
Bro.
That's wild.
Says, hey, man, where are you from? I said, I'm from Florida. He says, I'm from Ohio. I don't know you. I said, I have no idea who you are.
Right.
He's like, I see a white warehouse. Blue awnings. Like, bro. Specifics, bro. Because the Lord knows.
Right.
Again, very prideful of me at that time. But you wasn't going to come with some broad, the Lord has great plans for you.
Right.
It wasn't going to happen. All right, cool, whatever. No, bro. The Lord knew what he was doing, bro.
Okay.
Then they do an altar call at the last session. And for those of you that know RTT and know Pastor Devin Wallace, like, she don't play, bro.
No.
So she's like, if you don't need the fire, you're good. Don't come up here. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm not that type of youth pastor that needs the fire. I live and bleed.
I'm warm.
I sweat and bleed and live and cry youth ministry.
Come on.
I love youth ministry. Yeah. So I'm like, we're good. The youth are like, go. My wife is pregnant. People falling out. I'm like, no, my wife can't fall out. She's pregnant.
Right.
Bro.
You ain't even going to be able to receive. You got to be catching, huh?
Fam. Dude comes and prays for us.
The Ohio guy?
No.
Some other guy.
So there's 3 different people.
So you got big country. Right. Then you got Ohio.
And
now you got somebody else.
I have one of the youth pastors from RTT.
Okay.
Come and he just starts speaking over our lives. And he looks at Lisa. He says, it's not a coincidence that you're pregnant in the physical because the Lord says that you're pregnant in the spiritual.
Good night.
Bro, he starts going in, right? Just, okay, we come home. We're like, yo, Lord, crazy. Bring it up to God. We're talking about it. We're Here comes around. It is
2025.
2025.
Gotcha.
It is our worst attendance.
Yeah.
And ticket sales.
Right.
Of We Are Here.
Right.
Worst. Bro, I'm hitting people up that I personally know. They're busy, whatever, bro. I'm not. God knew what He was doing for that. We had named it the Revolution.
Right.
Bro, when I tell you the worst, not in the what we had here, right? What happened.
Not in what God did. We're talking about numbers.
We're talking about the back end of stuff.
Right.
The background.
Right.
Because everybody knows that events take money and take time. And
right.
So we're doing all of this, bro. In my mind, because of what people were talking about the year before,
right?
I'm like, we're about to pack out the house.
We're gonna shut it down.
I
mean, the lineup was crazy,
bro. So I'm like, yo, we're gonna be all right.
Right.
I did, we made our budget, bro. We fundraised, we sold tickets, bro. We had our own Gen 8 cafe. We did car washes, empanada sales. I mean, we did everything, bro.
Right.
This is also the year where my finances completely changed.
Right, because you downsized in the business.
We downsized.
You wasn't even barbering yet.
I wasn't barbering. We downsized.
Right.
I can't get into too much detail. I mean, we're literally changing vehicles.
Right.
Like to the point to where I knew it was God.
Right.
So usually when we were behind or whatever on an event, we would just take out our money and we would pay for it.
Right. Out of the business.
Out of what we made.
Right.
Out of our own money.
Yeah.
We ain't have the money to do that this year.
Right.
That's why usually I'm like, all right, cool, we'll do it. Oh, you're charging $2,000, cool. Whatever comes up, then we'll just pay the difference. We couldn't do that this year.
I'm laughing because 2026 is gonna make you laugh too. Go ahead. No.
So
continue
to kind of fast forward the story so people aren't bored with this. It comes around, right? And bro, God is just speaking heavily into the city.
Right.
Into the city and the city and the city, bro. And I can't wait to get everybody who was here on the podcast so that we can all talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to do like a round table with all of them.
Yeah.
Because they're all coming back, actually.
Facts.
So all that happens at We Are Here 2025.
Mm-hmm.
God speaks. The room was incredible.
Right.
Incredible what God did in the room. But on the back end, I didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
I didn't want to do it anymore. Because, and I know they don't care. We brought really good people. Go ahead.
So did you not want to do it anymore because of the numbers or because of the toll that it took on you and Lisi to have to, I don't say pull teeth, right? But to kind of get it to where you envisioned it to be and then it not becoming or not turning out to what it was? Well,
when things don't go the way that you thought they were, because sometimes our emotions are not God speaking. We got to learn that sometimes, right? So when things don't go the way that you want them to go, you start to question yourself. That's where doubt sets in, right? Yeah. And if I'm going to be honest, like I doubted a lot of what I thought I heard.
Okay.
And I'm not mad at God at this point. I'm mad at myself.
Right.
Because I'm like, I swore that I heard this. I swore that I saw this. Like,
and you were obedient.
I'm like, Lord, I thought I was obedient. Right. And I'm not going to lie. I'm very respectful to those that pour in resources, those that pour in time. And bro, God blessed us with people who came into this room. But in my mind, I know what I want to give everybody. I know I'm not bringing you here, especially for a whole weekend, and not blessing you as much as I can possibly.
Right. I get you.
And I don't do it out of a pride. I do it because I want you to know I appreciate what you poured into this room.
You're honoring them.
Yeah.
100%.
So I wasn't able to do that.
Right.
We were able to bless people, but we weren't able to do it the way we wanted to, right?
Got you.
The human side of it.
Yeah.
So anyways, after all of that, I'm like, Lord, I don't even know about this, man. And of course, Dwayne.
That man always coming up in these podcasts.
That he is a crucial person in my life.
Yeah.
Started to speak over We Are Here. Started to tell us, man, and we're praying about everything, and everybody starts to tell us about We Are Here. And I'm like, bro, none of that makes sense. None of it makes sense. And if I'm going to be transparent, when I talk to people about it, I'm gonna hype it up all day long.
100%.
But on the inside of me, I'm like, I don't know how the heck this is gonna happen.
Right.
I run a business. I run a family. I run a ministry here.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, nothing of what you are saying makes sense as to what this is supposed to look like.
Right.
Joe, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, bro. Like, I'm like, I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
And the Lord basically said, not his audible voice, but just out of everything, it's like, this is where I come in.
Right. Mm.
When you don't have anything. And I told you this the other day. What God is doing, I know it's God because I can't make it happen.
Right. That's why I said I'm glad God gave it to you. Because I would, God forgive me. I ain't even gonna say it because then I'm gonna mess around and start challenging him for stuff. But yeah, we always say it, right? God knows who he gives his strongest battles to, right? Those that can stand on it, that can grab it and blindly walk, right? Because you're blindly walking right now,
bro,
in everything that you're doing, and you're not just committing yourself or you and Lisi aren't just committing yourselves to another We Are Here 2026. You guys are financially committing to something that you don't have.
Yeah. One of the words that were spoken to us at Wild Ones was stop containing it.
Mm.
That was the biggest thing that was spoken to us. Stop containing it.
Right.
Because Lisi and I have seen this for years.
Mm-hmm.
We never told anybody because then everybody's going to push you to do it.
Right.
So Lisi and I would talk about it between us, and we would have people call us like, hey, I had a dream about this, and we saw you guys doing this. And I think I told you the other day, like everything for like the past 5 years is just like coming into alignment and making sense.
Right.
I'm like, Lord, I don't know what this is supposed to look like. But this year, I'm going to go. I'm not going to think. I'm not going to overthink. I'm going to go.
I feel like this year's going to be different.
So We Are Here became its own separate entity.
Come on, talk about it.
It's now a registered nonprofit organization.
Come on.
In the state of Florida.
Come on.
With the accountability of our pastors,
right?
Not permission, but you know what I mean. Like
we honor
our covering.
We
honor our
covering. Yeah.
They're actually ones that push us to that, so I honor them. Not even because of that, but they're just those type of people. They're like, I don't know, basically like, I don't know why it took y'all so long.
Right. You should have been done, did this.
We submitted every prophetic word that's been spoken to us. We submitted it to our leadership, which we got to learn how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why we have pastors. We have people to guide us. We have people to put us like, well, maybe you should wait a little bit. And I said this, Joe. I said, Lord, if they're not okay, if there's something that they hear that it's not clicking with them, I'll put it on hold.
Right.
Everything.
Shout out to those pastors that can get something like this from their leaders, chew it, and honestly push them towards it, or hold them back if it's God's. You know what I'm saying?
And not be what is the word I'm looking for? Not be scared about it
or controlling.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Your job at the end of the day is to create leaders.
That's it.
And then those leaders should be leaving your house so they can continue to grow in whatever capacity it is. Yeah. Unless there's those lifers, right, to stay within the church because they're one of the pillars, right? They stay there and they continue to create. But we got to leave the four walls of the building and keep growing, right? Because if we don't grow outside of the four building, how can we get the world if we stay within these four walls?
Yeah, I think, bro, and side note, I think that if in church we learned, first of all, as I don't like the word members. I really don't like that word. But if we learned as sheep, if we want to keep the shepherd and sheep analogy,
come on,
to honor, and not only honor when they agree, but honor when they say, hey, caution.
Right.
There would be less church hurt. But then on the flip side of that, if we had secure pastors, because I believe that a biggest issue that we have is we have a lot of insecure people on the pulpit where are you going to gain more influence than me? One thing that I've loved, and I don't say this because it's me and my wife, because I've seen them do it with other people. The pastors here do not care.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I'm here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
So, side note,
right.
Be secure if you're a pastor, and if you are a shepherd, or if you're a sheep, or you're a member of a church, whatever you are, submit to leadership and watch how God honors you. So,
I mean, be proud if someone's gonna be a little bit better than you.
Who you helped.
I mean, you created it. As a father, right? My goal is for my kids to be better than me in everything that I do.
Yeah.
You know, if I made it to the 10th floor, I want you to get to 11 and 12. Yeah. Like, you keep going. Like,
bro, I've heard it put like this: may my ceiling be your floor.
Come on. Now, if we were to just practice that with inside the church,
we'd be good, bro.
Like, sky's would be the limit with what we can do. Anyway, go ahead.
So we're gonna build. We're gonna build together, right?
We coming together as one.
It turns into its own thing, right? It's now its own nonprofit. And God has been speaking so clearly on what to do. But then there are also some areas that I believe he is keeping obscured right now, that he's keeping dark. Just so...
You can't run yet.
Yeah. So we're good.
We're going to do this in phases.
Literally phases.
Right.
In my life this year, because I am, and I know there's a lot of people watching who's like this, let's go for it, and let's just hit it hard. Right? There's stuff that I thought was going to happen this year that literally my wife and I praying and with our team, we said, you know what, we're going to push that to 2027.
Right.
Something I never did, bro.
Right.
I am not that person.
No.
I am like, when do you want to do it? Tomorrow? I'll figure it out tonight. Not anymore. No. Right? I'm learning how to prep, how to be intentional with.
Thank God.
Bro, I'm just that person, bro. No, you're good. Like, when y'all told me the living room was happening like 3 months, I'm like, why don't we do it tomorrow? Like, what are we doing?
I said, what are you saying, Michael? Like, tomorrow, like
we gotta wait till January.
Like, what do we? Because that's order. Like, what are we doing? We can't set something up in a month.
I get it, bro, but still.
Sorry.
So because of all of this,
we
rented a location this year for We Are Here, which is...
I like how he's making it seem like it's small. Like, we rented a location.
Okay, so Friday, Saturday is gonna be in a spot that holds 200. Right, that's gonna be for the youth and the young adults. Mind you, we're going from KOG where we fit about 100,
right,
and 110 uncomfortably.
Pause. That we didn't fill up last year.
Right.
that the numbers weren't exactly what they were supposed to be.
Right.
So then in 2026, you're gonna rent a location now.
So we're adding to the budget.
that doubles in size.
Yeah.
Right, and that we have to set up now. Now the budget expands. Yeah, because now we're talking sound and all that other fun stuff that go with it. And if anybody out there builds events and does this, you understand what this is. We got a room with seats in it and a stage.
That's it.
We gotta bring the rest. Go ahead.
So we're doing that.
Right. You already signed.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we gotta give deposits and all that good stuff coming up soon.
I'm gonna mess you up.
But God is so good, man.
Come on.
Lisa and I have always wondered how to close out We Are Here.
Right.
So if we're going to be honest, it's every year has been different.
Mm-hmm.
None of our years have looked the same. None of them.
Okay. I've been at the last two, and I can agree. Yeah.
There's always a different theme. There's always a different feel in the room.
Right.
The first couple ones, bro, were amazing. Like, youth and young adults were able to be healed. They were able to talk about stuff. This year, we're focusing on impact. How can we prepare you? And this is the craziest declaration.
So when you say impact, right, you're talking how can you prepare the youth and young adults
to impact where they go?
Okay.
This is the craziest declaration I've ever made in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Is that every We Are Here will mark a time in history of a before and after.
Well, that's good.
So when you leave We Are Here, everywhere you go, and everywhere that you minister and everywhere where you're an impact will be a before and after. That's how much we want to prepare you to go into your school, to go into your workplace, to go into your college, to go to your house, to go to the coffee shop.
Let me ask you a question. Why is that so important?
Because as Christians, we've been playing defense. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of sitting back waiting for the enemy to do something to us for then at that point for us to react.
Mm.
And we're too comfortable coming to our beautiful churches.
Right.
We're too comfortable sitting back and doing the same thing over and over and over again. And we can have Facebook arguments, which I feel are stupid. I feel are the dumbest thing ever. We can argue with each other over what your church is doing and what my church is doing. And what we're doing is we're allowing the enemy to just take our youth, take our young adults, and just do whatever he pleases with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I are too busy building our empires.
Don't start.
And we're too busy building our marketing and KOG, and I got to have the right logo, and I got to...
Don't.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys can hear the frustration.
Just a little bit.
So one thing that the Lord has shown us is we will deal with today what we were taught about 5 to 10 years ago. So what we're dealing with in church right now is not what's happening right now.
Right.
It's what was taught 5 to 10 years ago.
Mm.
And there was an overly ridiculous exageración of grace because we had come off of what? Everything was sin.
Right.
Then we came into everything is grace.
Right.
So then we feel like we could live however we want.
Right.
My thing is, if I'm going to teach you how to be an impact in your community, in your house, let's not even go crazy, bro, in your house.
Right.
You know how many young people go to church, bro, that their parents don't go to church?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't need to teach you how to be an impact everywhere and become an evangelist. I need to teach you in your household. How are you an impact? You're different.
That's good.
You're different.
Right. When you go to your school.
When you go to your school, you're different. When you go to the coffee shop, you're different.
You go to work.
Everybody's upset because the line is taking too long. When you go up there, you're going to tell that person that served you your coffee, hey, I see it's really busy. Thank you so much for making my coffee today. Just those little things, bro.
Yeah.
We create an impact, right?
Right.
So the reason why being an impact is important to me and to Lisi, teaching our young people to be an impact, is because my kids is the next generation coming up. My kids are going to deal with what I'm teaching today. Number one. Number two, I'm really tired, Joe, of hearing young people be so upset with church. I'm really tired of hearing, I love God, but I don't love church. I love God, but I don't want anything to do with this. And seeing them step away because of our nonsense. So if I can help you become an independent Christian, an independent disciple, where no matter what I do, you're following God. No matter the mistakes that I make, you're following God. And when you can do that, you're going to be an impact, bro. Because I'm not teaching you how to love me. I'm teaching you how to follow Jesus.
Right.
So when we are here comes into play, I need to know this is my responsibility, like what I carry for these things. When you leave here, it's not a moment.
Yeah, a moment ain't gonna get you through life.
It's not a weekend that you have to look forward to so you can be on fire for the rest of the year. It's a movement. You left here and you're never, ever, ever gonna be the same. But it can't just be that, oh, I went to We Are Here in 2026 and God changed my life and that's all God did. We gotta be the impact, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta be different. And that's where We Are Here comes in. So when I say, yo, how do we close this? How are we different?
Come on, drop it.
I say, okay. My
Tell
wife
them.
and I look at each other and I said, babe, what would it look like if every church that the youth groups are there, so every church that's represented through their youth group,
right,
comes on Sunday and we do one service? Meaning, don't go do your service and then tell everybody to come here.
Right.
Shut your doors.
Good night.
Don't open on Sunday.
Good night.
You're not going to preach as a pastor. You're going to sit down in a room filled with, what I would love to see, 10 to 12 other pastors, because we rented out one of the biggest buildings that we have in Claremont that fit 1,100 people.
1,100 people. So on Friday and Saturday, we're in that building. Crazy, right? We're in the building that holds the 1,100. So we're going to have the smaller room that holds about 250. And then if that's not enough, we're going to rent out the biggest building. Well, the biggest, it's the biggest in Mineola, no? The whole Claremont area?
I think so.
Right?
I don't know of another place that fits that amount of people.
Okay. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to rent out the big on a Sunday. But here's the crazy part, right? Cuz God gives you plans, right? That you don't understand, right? God gives you plans that we don't see the final outcome, right? He sees it, right? He knows what's going to happen already, right? Yeah. But you've already started reaching out to pastors.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that conversation look like? And how have it been, and do you have any commitments yet?
I'm so humbled, bro, that it's kind of, I think we said it in the last episode that sometimes we don't do things because we think people won't do it.
Right.
Bro, church is not as bad as some people try to make it out to be.
Right.
Pastors are not as bad as sometimes we try to make them out to be.
They're not scared.
They're not. And I think because of how much we see on social media with the 1%ers, we fail to realize that there's so many local churches of people who are praying pastors, people who love people, pastors who are really seeking out the kingdom, and sitting down with them. There's been no hesitation.
How many?
Right now, 4.
4 churches willing to shut their doors down on a Sunday and say we will be present.
4.
That's wild.
No hesitation, bro. No, I don't know, Mike. We'll think about it. Oh, let me see. No, bro. They literally just tell me what you need. We're not doing as bad as sometimes we think we are.
I got a random question for you.
Go for it.
What do you think? I'm trying to word this right. Do you think it's the changing of the guard within the churches that's now opening them up to the opportunity of, or the ability of doing something like this, right? And what I mean by that, right? And, no shots at nobody, obviously. But, that older generation, I don't think personally, right? This is my opinion. I don't think they would have been open to something like this. So is it the new generation of pastors leading, understanding the bigger picture? Like, do you think that's what it is, that baton that's been finally passed was passed in a direction or to the person that understand or that will understand this vision that God has given you?
I'm gonna answer that in a couple
Yeah.
in a couple different ways. I believe, yes, it is the younger the younger generation pastors that are super cool with it, but I don't blame the pastors before them.
Right.
And sometimes, and I want to clarify, because sometimes we could say, "Oh, that's because we were all abused," and we were all, I don't say that we were abused. I think we've put language to it, and we're all using the same language, but it's not all the same situations.
Right.
I think pastors before loved so much that they overprotected churches. And because we have language to that now, a lot of times we call that manipulation.
Right.
Where I don't know if it was always intentionally made out to be manipulation. There are some that might have done it on purpose. Most people that I know, when I look back, I don't think they did it on purpose. I think it was, I'm protecting my flock.
Okay.
Right?
I can see that. Yeah, absolutely.
Because there was crazy stuff happening,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I think with the amount of information that we have, we're able to see what's good and what's bad. And we're able to figure out, yeah, I'm going to go there. No, I'm not going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
The other way I'm going to answer that question is, and I say this, bro, with every ounce of humility in my body, it had to be the right person.
Mm.
This hasn't been a we are here journey.
Yeah.
This isn't we just decided to come up with a conference and invite everybody. No, bro, we've done youth pastor breakfast where we've gotten people together for breakfast that nobody knew about. We've had the conversations with other youth pastors. We've had the conversations with pastors in the past. God spoke this to my wife and I over our lives before we got married, that we would be the bridge between churches in this area.
Mm.
I'm not looking to be everywhere, bro. I'm not looking to be the next famous guy. I really don't care about that.
Right.
If God called me to if God called me to KOG and just bring unity here,
amen.
But I've been preaching unity, and you can ask anybody close to me,
right,
since 2016, 2015, where God really put that in our hearts.
Right.
And we had to prove ourselves. And a lot of people don't want to believe that. But when God calls you to something, you have to prove yourself worthy.
Mm.
I don't take that lightly.
Yeah.
I don't take the fact that they're saying yes lightly. So when it comes to that service, I am being so, I hate to say it like that, I can't think of another word. I'm being so anal.
Yeah.
With how we're going to do it, who's going to be there, who's going to speak.
I mean, you're being jealous over it, and I'm not saying jealous in the sense of, it's my platform, so I get to pick. You're giving you're opening up something to someone, the seed that they're gonna sow into these young adults and these youth lives.
Yeah,
like that matters,
it
right?
does.
It's being jealous with the platform that God is giving you to share with others.
Yeah,
right. But it's also based on, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? This is a lot of harvesting of relationships that God allow you to have. This is trust. This is, Mikey, I've seen you grow and do this, and if my son had a sleepover, I'm okay with him sleeping over your house. Right? As parents, we're always mindful of where our kids are gonna. Nah, you ain't sleeping over nobody's house. Your friends come to my house, but you can't go to.
Right.
This is that, in a sense where, you've built relationships with so many of the pastors within this area, and some outside of this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're legit saying, hey, this is what God has given me. Do you trust me enough? Or do you trust God? Do you trust the God that I serve enough that you will join me in this road trip of what we're gonna do on this event?
Yeah, bro. And I was talking to the speaker of Sunday, because I don't feel like putting names out there yet.
I know who it is.
And I told him, I said, the reason why I called you is because I know that you understand the assignment.
So, just a little backtrack on that. So you got four? How many? 4 churches already locked in. And then the $1 million question, of course, is going to be, well, will one of those pastors be preaching?
No. It had to be neutral ground.
100%.
And it sounds crazy, right?
No, it doesn't sound crazy, though.
It had to be neutral ground.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been, I didn't want it to be me, because I don't want that responsibility. I'm not going to lie to you.
Right.
And I didn't want it to be my pastors from the house, because I'm not trying to outshine them. You know what I mean? I'll honor them all day long, but I'm not going to parade them around so that you think we're trying to be your leader. And that was the other reason why I told him, I said, it's got to be neutral ground.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be neutral ground. It can't be somebody who comes in and sees, who knows, bro? What if it's 200 people? I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe they say yes and they don't show up. Right. I don't know, Joey.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I just know I'm going with what God told us to do. So, but I did tell him, it can't mess up because
No pressure.
on him, there's so much pressure, bro, because it is a make or break how I feel. Because if you trusted me and my wife enough, and you trust our ministry to say yes, I'll bring my flock, I'll bring my church,
I'll
like
close my doors.
not just myself,
Right.
I'll close the doors to my church on a Sunday to go to where you are. I'm not going to set you up for an okey doke.
Right.
Your people aren't going to go in there and hear some crazy stuff.
Right.
Because, mind you, this isn't, because this is where we're from, this isn't a Church of God event where we all believe the same thing.
Right. Right.
There are some secondary theologies in all of our churches that we might not all agree on.
Right.
So what does that mean? This has to be Jesus-centered all day long.
Right. And the person can't be from the state.
No.
Right? Because right away some people, right? Because we're human, right? We're gonna start thinking, oh, they're gonna try to poach them to my church and this, that, and the third.
No, man. I and to the point to where I'm like, I want somebody from your usher team, somebody from their usher team, somebody from their worship team, somebody from your parking team.
We're gonna build
everybody, and we're building what was. And I don't want to get too crazy because some people won't understand, but we are building what was destroyed in this area, and that's the weight that we're carrying with We Are Here, and that's the craziest thing about We Are Here. And that's why we're putting the bridge under the We Are Here.
Right.
I feel like I saw somebody, which is scary because it's like 9:00 at night and we're in church and it's closed.
Could you close the door?
I should have. We'll be all right.
The Holy Spirit's here.
You're kind of big.
Iba. Come
on. So that's a little bit of where this is all going. So I'm humbled. The last word that I got last year that hit me so hard, and I'm just running with it. We were at a conference. Shout out to my brother Brian Morgan with the Sound Mind Conference, which his podcast will be coming out very soon. He invited me to be on a men's panel. We're talking great questions, bro.
Yeah.
I wish I could do stuff like him, bro. Nasty. His mind is all over the place. Anyways, a lady, his mentor comes in, and we call her Mama G. Mama G comes in and
shout out to Mama G.
Gives me a word from God with a rebuke.
Good night.
And then an encouragement.
I like it.
She says, son, get rid of all the idolatry. All that extra stuff that's keeping you away from being obedient to the Lord, that's idolatry. Get rid of it. Then she looks at the pastors, which was funny, and says, y'all need to pray over this young man. Like, get his number, get his wife's number. Y'all need to be checking up on him. And she looks at me and says, because the call is too great. And to me, I'm like, that's very basic. Okay. And she's like, the call is too great for this area for you not to be obedient. It messed me up for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Later on, we're about to leave and she looks at me and she says, there's a fine line that you're going to walk on. She's like, and you need to be so careful. She's like, when you walk into a room, I deal with insecurities. I deal with imposter syndrome. A lot of times I tell myself I shouldn't be here.
Right.
And it's not to make myself humble. It's literally how my mind works.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I wish I could answer that, right? One of these days I'll go to therapy and I'll be able to figure it out. I haven't gone. Mind you, I'm sitting on a panel, bro, with like Dr. So-and-so and pastor and entrepreneur of this. And I'm like, and I'm not minimizing a pastor, but I'm like, that's my title. I'm a pastor. I'm a youth pastor. And she's like, there's a fine line that you're going to walk on. And she's like, son, when you walk into a room, you're going to be like David and you're going to be ready to knock Goliath's head off. She said, you walk into a room and you try to figure out where's Goliath. I'm knocking his head off. You walk in there with that authority. But she said, but when you go home, you fall on your face and you ask God. And she said, don't ask, you beg God for grace and for mercy.
Man.
That is the line that you need to walk on. I believe that that is the line that every disciple of Christ needs to walk on.
Yeah.
That is why I say we play defense too much.
Yeah.
Because we try to be humble. I want young people and young adults. I want youth, wherever you go into a college, you signing a college application, you fill it out with every authority that God has given you. You go into a business opportunity, you go in there with every ounce of authority that God has given you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna be when you're in church. You worship with all authority that God has given you to worship, to praise, to do everything that you gotta do. I'm gonna walk into a room, and if there's a demon in the room, I gotta be ready to get him out, and I'm not gonna be fearful.
Right?
Why? Because I'm going to be different.
Right. I like the plug.
So
yeah, that's really good.
It's not. It can't look the same anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why we believe that God has called us to this, man, and we're just running with it, bro.
So what's the theme?
I'm different.
I like it. I like it.
And this is why we haven't been able to record in 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
And this is why we're wearing the same outfits.
Which is crazy.
Because we didn't think about it, right? We're wearing the same shirt, but we're wearing the same outfits on the because
shout out to Tori and Carter.
Yo, we need some more shirts, by the way. When y'all come in July, I need some more stuff.
So we just dropped a nugget.
Just one.
All right, go ahead.
Joe, where was I? Oh, we're wearing the same outfits because
we
got to record.
Right.
We got to record multiple episodes to make sure this continues to happen.
Right.
And this was just a life update of where we are. The next episodes coming in, we want to be able to build with you guys. We want to be able to say, hey, this is where there's a disconnect. We want to connect that. We want to build with you. We want to build with your churches. So just make sure that you continue to tune in with this guy over here.
Hey, I'm Joey Trece. Nice to meet you.
With Mikey over here.
The Mikey. Wait. Hold on. We can't just start signing off and stuff like that yet. There's some information. I got to ask some questions. I might take it easy a little bit over here. So we are here is what dates?
July 17th through the 19th.
Okay.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And I'm assuming we'll be able to pull up the link and you can register.
You're going to be able to register. Our website goes live at the end of February.
All right.
So tickets will be on our website. These podcasts will be on our website. We'll have merch on the website.
Come on.
There's going to be opportunities if you want to sponsor, if you just want to bless the ministry.
Right.
Since we are nonprofit, it's all tax deductible. We'll send you all of that.
Sow a seed, man.
Listen,
this is fertile ground.
It's hard for me to do that, to ask people, but hey,
we're not asking. We're just putting it out there.
If you just feel that in your heart, if you want to sow a seed, even for this, right? It's all going to be under the we're here. None of it goes to me. None of it goes to my wife. None of it goes to Joey or any of our team members. Everybody's going to be volunteer, and we just want to be able to provide. Again, there's so many updates I want to give.
No.
I got to learn.
Everything's in steps, bro. That's how we get them hooked for the next episode. We want to be able to
provide the best resources, the best conference, the best pop-ups, whatever it is that we're doing. We want to be able to do that, and really to the point to where we could do it free of charge.
Right. Because that's the goal at the end of the day, man. We're not trying to make money on it. We're just trying to build a budget so that we could pay for it.
Dude, if I could do We're Here because of sponsors and all this stuff, and God blessing us to where I don't have to charge young people to walk in, I would love to do it like that.
It's gonna happen.
It will.
Just takes time.
Just as for now, we just got to keep building.
Keep building. I like that.
So July 17th through the 19th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Where?
It will be at the Claremont Arts and Rec Center here in Claremont, Florida.
Come on.
We got an amazing lineup again this year. We will be
dropping anything?
Not yet. I gave y'all one of them because you know that
that was a freebie.
They're already pillars in this, man.
Facts. They've been with us over the last 3-4 years.
This will be the third year.
Yeah.
This will be the third year. There's never a no from them.
Yeah.
So we honor.
And I love them, man, because they come ready to just serve and to just give everything that God gave them.
I know that they're pillars here, bro, because they're young, man.
Yeah.
They're younger than me.
Yeah. And Tori could sing the paint off the wall.
Yo, listen, and Carter, bro, that boy,
he
preach,
different.
Sing,
he different. He got that little riff.
bro.
Make you do that stank face.
Yeah, dude.
I got a question for you. I got a question. So we both wrestling fans, right? We both wrestling fans, right? And I'm gonna steal something from Shayo Jackson, right? He has this pick 4 wrestlers to go into a bar and all that stuff, but we don't do bars, right?
Right.
So if you can build, all right. So it's a keyboard player, a drummer, guitar, and bass.
Okay.
Pick 4 wrestlers that you could put on each instrument to be your band while you're leading worship.
Wow. Jeff Hardy will be my guitar player.
Okay.
All right. So Jeff Hardy will be my guitar player. Man.
I got the drummer. There's nobody else that fits him.
All right, who's your drummer?
My drummer be Fatu. Jacob Fatu on the drums. Like,
bro.
I can see it.
So Jeff Hardy, Jacob Fatu on the drums. I love it.
Who's gonna be your keys? Who's gonna be
my keys? It's gotta be somebody who's smooth with it. Now we're like old.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Bro, I will put he didn't wrestle. He was general manager. I put Teddy Long.
Teddy Long on the keys. Player, okay. Player. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
All right, so I got that. Look, me faltas the bass.
Bass.
Ooh, bass.
What?
Bass. Yeah?
Think about it. My man Roman be in the cut, just,
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to, bro.
Who else?
As crazy as it sounds, bro, I was thinking Taker just because he's so like.
Good night.
Bass players be mad chill, bro.
Bro,
you imagine just Taker just.
Rest in G or something.
Rest in G,
yeah, rest in G. Just,
Yo,
so you got Undertaker on the bass. We got Jacob Fatu on the drums. You got Jeff Hardy on guitar. And then you got Teddy Long.
I don't know why I feel like he will be perfect.
You know what's crazy? Jeff Jarrett actually plays like the guitar.
Yeah, but
the acoustic.
I'm scared he'd break it on somebody.
Or Elias. You forgot about Elias?
I did.
Come walk with Elias.
Yeah.
Or the Road Dogg?
I put him just to MC.
Oh, I would be. Can you imagine him doing the MC for We Are Here?
Bro. Oh, you didn't know?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, We Are Here proudly brings. Let me stop because that might be copyrighted and I wouldn't get in trouble. We're done.
This is the Bridge Podcast.
Episode 2.
Episode 3.
3. 2 for 2026. 3. We don't even know the time frame that we've just been going, but we want to thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Share, subscribe, like. You don't know who's gonna be touched by this, man. Share this information. Share this video out. We're trying to grow. We're trying to touch the world, man.
That's it, man. And listen, the last thing that I want to say is you guys can comment. You guys can write to us on Instagram.
Right.
You guys can do whatever you want.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Yes. If there's an area where you're like, yo, we got to figure this out.
Right.
Send it to us, man. I ain't scared of no conversation. Joe ain't scared of no conversation. Nope. We're going to have some amazing guests on here. We're going to have a great time. This is the Bridge Podcast on We Are Here TV. That is
Joey Trece. Talk to me.
And this is Mikey Nieves. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Deuce.